Time for JesterEngine.com's Daily Tech Rundown. Big news to kick us off. Spotify is raising premium prices in the US again. Individual plans go from $11.99 to $12.99, student up $1, duo and family see larger jumps, and the changes show up on your next billing date. It's the third US increase since 2023. So, quick question. Why keep raising prices this often? Is it just inflation theater, or is something deeper going on?
Short answer, it's a mix. Spotify frames this as periodic adjustments to reflect value, sustain service quality, and keep paying rights holders. But the cadence, 3 hikes in under 3 years, suggests pressure on margins. Royalties, investments in podcasts, AI features, and competitive positioning all raise costs. They also pointed to supporting artists, which helps public relations, though artists and songwriters have pushed back before.
Does this risk mass churn? I mean, Apple Music and cheaper alternatives are waiting.
There's churn risk, especially among price-sensitive students and casual listeners. But Spotify still leads on personalization and playlist culture. Some users will shop around or downgrade. Others will stay. The real test is whether product improvements follow the price hikes. If users don't see better value, competitors could capitalize.
From streaming prices to platform payments, Wikipedia marked its 25th by announcing that Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, Perplexity, and Mistral, joining Google, are paying for enterprise access through Wikimedia Enterprise. Quick question. Does selling high-throughput access to AI companies undermine Wikipedia's open ethos, or is this a necessary adaptation?
This is an existential balancing act. Wikimedia's free sites get scraped heavily by AI models, which reduces site traffic and raises server costs. Enterprise deals give companies packaged, high-volume APIs and pay the foundation for the load they create. That funds operations and keeps the encyclopedia online. Critics worry about dependence on big tech and possible preferential access, but Wikimedia says the content remains free and the deals are to cover costs, not gate knowledge.
So, can we expect better sustainability, or does this change the relationship between public knowledge and private AI?
It should improve sustainability if the revenue is meaningful. But transparency around terms and ensuring equitable access will be vital. If Wikimedia can stay neutral while getting paid for scale, it's a pragmatic step, though we should watch for downstream effects on who controls tooling and derived products.
Next up, OpenAI quietly rolled out ChatGPT Translate, a standalone web tool that supports 50-plus languages and offers tone and context-aware rewrites. It looks a lot like Google Translate's 2-box layout. Can this realistically be a Google Translate killer, or is it more of a proof of concept right now?
It's competitive in a niche. The strength is contextual rewrites. You can ask for a business tone or child-friendly phrasing, which plays to ChatGPT's strengths. But it's missing a few advanced features: desktop image uploads, document translation, offline apps, and consistent platform parity. Google still has deeper multimodal and offline support and years of refinement. OpenAI's tool is a fast, user-friendly alternative that will likely iterate quickly.
So for travelers or translators, is it good enough today?
For quick text translations and tone-aware rewrites, yes. But for real-time conversation translation, large documents, or offline use while traveling, Google and dedicated apps still have the edge. Expect rapid improvements, though. Competition is good for users.
On the hardware side, ASUS told partners it's winding down the RTX 5070 Ti and the 16GB variant of the 5060 Ti, effectively end-of-life notices, as memory shortages driven by AI demand squeeze consumer VRAM availability. How did AI workloads suddenly make mainstream 16GB cards scarce? And what does that mean for gamers?
AI and data centers are gobbling up memory production, especially higher density modules in HBM, because server workloads command higher margins. Memory suppliers reallocating capacity raises prices and constrains supply for consumer DRAM. Manufacturers respond by prioritizing lower VRAM SKUs that are cheaper to assemble. For gamers, prices can spike in choice strengths. Mid-range segments become an opportunity for AMD or for resale price inflation.
If you need a 16 gig card for heavy multitasking or future-proofing, act fast or consider the remaining 12 gig options.
So this could reshape the mid-range GPU market this year?
Exactly. Supply constraints open room for competitors and may delay some refreshes. It's a reminder that AI demand affects the whole hardware ecosystem.
Last item, worrying reporting that an AI error in ICE's recruitment processes led to some recruits being assigned to field offices before completing required training. From a process and ethics standpoint, how does this happen and what safeguards should be standard?
Automated screening tools can misclassify applicants if models aren't properly validated or if business rules aren't enforced end to end. In this case, reports suggest the system labeled many applicants as law enforcement qualified and skipped longer training. Safeguards include human-in-the-loop checks, thorough model testing on real-world edge cases, clear audits of automated decisions, and rollback procedures when anomalies appear. High-volume hiring amplifies the damage if QA is weak.
What's the larger lesson for agencies and companies using AI for personnel decisions?
Treat AI as a decision support tool, not a substitute for governance. You need transparency, audit trails, and accountability. When people in public safety are involved, the bar for testing and oversight should be very high. Otherwise, costly and dangerous errors slip through. The preceding audio summary was created at jesterengine.com, where you can find and verify the original sources.